Hello, everyone, and welcome to Conversations with the Chancellor, where we give you information about all of the happenings on and around the campus of Elizabeth City State University. We also learn a little bit about this guy right here, the Chancellor of ECSU, Dr. S. Keith Hargrove, Sr. Chancellor, thank you so much for making this show happen, and welcome to your show.
Thank you so much. I'm always glad to be here and share all the great things that are happening on our campus. Motivated and instigated by our amazing students, as well as the faculty and staff on our campus.
Very much so. And as this show goes on, we're going to highlight a wonderful faculty, staff, and students here on the campus really soon. But it is the spookiest edition of this show as the Halloween season is here. And Chancellor, I've been talking about these costumes, but it's more than that. I think everybody just enjoys all the decorations that you see around people's homes, the pumpkins and all the scary stuff. Do you get into the holiday, well, not the holiday, but do you get into the Halloween spirit?
I do, and I love candy. And, you know, the Halloween is a way to, you know, for families and communities to get out and celebrate in certain kind of ways. It's also for the kids as well, for sure. So. But, you know, as I've said before, this community has been so welcoming, not only to me, but I really love this small town atmosphere. You know, props to the mayor and all the residents here. They embrace Elizabeth City State University and vice versa. And so as we celebrate upcoming Halloween, there are a lot of other great events that are getting ready to happen here in town.
Yes, indeed.
And so I look forward to talking about that as well.
We're going to talk about those events in just a few moments, but we want to talk about some of the great things that are happening here at ECSU. And media publication U.S. News and World Report recently released their 2026 college rankings, and Elizabeth City State University received some high marks. And Chancellor, it's not necessarily the only reason why ECSU was doing great things, but it's wonderful to get recognized by entities such as U.S. News and World Report.
Yeah, it is. And, you know, sometimes those rankings can be controversial, but they do kind of highlight the status and reputation of an institution. Mm-hmm. And ECSU has remained in those rankings for all universities, including HBCUs. And I'm happy to say that ECSU is ranked as a top 10 public HBCU, which is very worthy and recognition for the kinds of things that happen on campus. Mm-hmm. But I would even go so far as to say, you know, if you dive deep in those rankings, we were recognized as the #1 public HBCU when you look at diverse degrees that are offered. #1 public HBCU. So it says a lot about the faculty. It says a lot about our staff. It says a lot about the great students that we have. And it's a commitment to excellence. Mm-hmm. It's a commitment to learning. And the kinds of things that the institution have done in the past, that we're doing now, and the things that we intend to do in the future just elevates the institution into that level of recognition. And we're glad to be recognized by U.S. News and World Report.
Very much so. You can see more about these rankings on our official website, ecsu.edu. It's Conversations with the Chancellor. Chancellor, while we have a little bit of time, that strategic plan is something that everybody is getting excited, and the anticipation is just getting higher and higher. Tell us a little bit about how the progress is going with the strategic plan, and what we can expect to see a little bit more from it.
Yeah, well, we are excited as well. So as I mentioned on this show before, we completed the 2020 to 2025 strategic plan. Mm-hmm. We've laid that to rest, and now we're about to roll out the 2025 to 2030 strategic plan. Mm-hmm. It has 4 priorities, and they are all geared to elevating the institution in terms of ranking, but also with regard to the institution doing some great things from a strategic point of view. Sure. First, focusing on student success and learning. That's all about increasing our graduation rate. Secondly, having and promoting innovative academic programs, not only elevating and promoting our unbelievable aviation program, but other programs that we also offer at the university in education, STEM disciplines, and the social sciences and humanities. Also, and then third, I really believe that having a campus culture leads to success in learning and a good workplace. So having a good place to live, work, and learn is also one of our priorities. And then lastly, strategic partnerships. I mentioned about our partnerships with a couple of universities. We were at MacU a couple of weeks ago. We just did a MOU with COA for a transfer program, bachelor's degree program in business. And we're looking also expanding our partnership with the Coast Guard. They've all been very supportive. And so those 4 key priorities are the gist of this strategic plan. We're going to pursue them aggressively over the next 5 years. I'm hoping that most of those things will be accomplished within 3 years. But we're excited about that, as well as a desire to increase our overall enrollment. Again, we're on our 9th consecutive year of increased enrollment, and closing in at close to 2,400 students. I think there is room for us to increase another 300 to 400 students. And so with our dedicated faculty, our dedicated staff, I think we're on the pathway to do just that.
I think so too. And again, we've had some great events here on the campus where we've brought some prospective students and families on campus, including Viking Showcase. And talk about your experience at Viking Showcase. How fun was that to have all of those students and all the family inside, and they were at the Fine Arts Center, and then they were able to tour the campus. Just a wonderful day.
Oh, God, I love that. I love speaking to potential new students as well as parents. And, you know, it was an opportunity to showcase this amazing university. We believe that this is a type of place that you have the opportunity to unleash your unknown potential. That's the culture of Elizabeth City State University. That's what Viking Pride is all about. The opportunity to unleash your unknown potential. And so I share that with those potential future students. I share that with the parents. And I believe that from that conversation, that dialogue, as well as their experience on being on campus, I'm hoping that many, if not most of them, will join us as freshmen come fall of 26.
That'll be really nice. Family, don't forget, you can get all of these details on our official website, and you can follow us on social media at ECSU Vikings. That's Instagram, Facebook, everywhere on social media. It's Conversations with the Chancellor, Clay Mercer, with ECSU Chancellor Dr. S. Keith Hargrove, Sr. And Chancellor, it's not just Halloween that we're getting excited about. ECSU Homecoming 2025 is almost here. The alumni are getting excited. Of course, the community here in Northeastern North Carolina gets excited every year, and I know you're excited about all the special events that are happening November 2nd through the 9th. And I'm telling you, Chancellor, it's going to be a fun time from that Sunday all the way through the next weekend. A lot of great events on campus, but a lot of areas that a lot of people are interested in when it comes to the safety side of it. And we want to talk a little bit about that, about how much of a priority it is to make sure that people come out and enjoy the festivities on and around campus. We're making sure that we keep them safe also.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm sure you've seen in the news that some of our HBCUs have had some challenges with regard to safety and security. And shout out to all of them, and we offer them our support in their efforts, as well as the North Carolina public HBCUs. Central, I think, just had theirs this past weekend, as well as Fayetteville State, and we offer our support for them. But as we get prepared for our homecoming, we will also set safety and security as a priority. Sure. We want everyone to have a good time. We want our alumni to have a good time. But I will say that this particular homecoming 2025, will be different.
Sure.
It will be different than the previous homecomings. There are some restrictions that are different from previous homecomings that we must adhere to based on a gathering policy to protect our students here on the campus. And so we will be adhering to those. But I will say we recently got support from the UNC system for a waiver to host many of the activities that we will have here on campus. And we're excited about that. We look forward to homecoming and as well as the alumni coming to campus and I'll be happy to share a few of those guidelines if
Please
you
do
like.
so. Yeah, that would be great. Just to kind of let everyone know who is planning to come out what they can expect.
Yeah, for sure. So without question, we're expecting a fantastic homecoming. We want everyone to have an amazing time. And we're looking forward to our football team doing very well. But as I mentioned, we did receive a waiver from the UNC system to host many of the events for homecoming. That is a waiver to allow the campus to host more events, but also with limitations in terms of their duration. So specifically on campus, all events must be ended by 8 p.m. For any student-led events, they all must end by 9 p.m. There are also some guidelines with regard to coming onto campus or access to campus on that Friday, Saturday as well. And of course, as you well know, homecoming begins basically Sunday, Monday through the rest of the week. Many of these policies will be implemented during that time, but specifically on Friday and Saturday. You're probably aware also that we will have more personnel, more campus security personnel on campus. Big shout out to our mayor and the city for their support as well. And we're looking forward to that even though homecoming activities will occur throughout the day and the early part of the evening and certainly within the community itself, we want to make sure that there are no incidents with regard to the safety and security of our students during the evening, primarily during the evening. And I want to give a big shout out to the city of Elizabeth City, their police department, collaborating with our campus security as well. It's been a great collaboration to ensure that the whole homecoming week is free and safe from any disruptors that may come on campus or outside the campus. But overall, we're looking forward to having a great time. I look forward to being in the parade. I have the opportunity to be, if I'm not mistaken, the Grand Marshal. Sure. And so I will be on that float waving and maybe throwing out some candy. But that's always an amazing event for sure. I've been to a lot of homecomings over the last 25, 30 years. But in fact, this is my first ECSU homecoming as Chancellor. And definitely looking forward to that event, but just celebrating that whole week for Homecoming 2025.
Obviously, these safety measures are meant to keep everyone safe, not to take away from the enjoyment. So homecoming will be wonderful. It all begins on November 2nd. The coronation of Mr. and Miss ECSU will take place on November 2nd. All of that will coronate and finish off the Saturday with the football game. Can't wait to see ECSU against Bluefield State. Hopefully we'll pick that victory up. And of course, the parade that morning. And again, we want to thank our friends here in Elizabeth City, the town of Elizabeth City, for making it all happen. It's great partnerships with the community. And that's really what homecoming is all about. Not just about ECSU and celebrating the Vikings, but really just celebrating where we are right here in this community.
Yeah, homecoming is a celebration. It's a celebration of the institution itself. It's a homecoming for alums who come back and do some remembrance of the time that they were here, and they reflect on that. But it's also for our current students to celebrate the institution and the athletics behind that as well. But as you mentioned, it's also for this city. It's a big deal.
It is.
It's a big deal. We have the community that come out and they participate, and we welcome them. And that's also true for COA and MACU, the other universities. We want everyone to come out and enjoy the game and enjoy the week of homecoming festivities. It's going to be a fantastic week.
It really will be. One of the things I love, Chancellor, is when the alumni come back to the campus and it looks a little bit different than what they saw when they were students here, but they love it. What's been the response from some of the alumni when they come on campus and they see the construction, the new buildings, and just how things have changed on campus?
Yeah, I met an alum a couple of weeks ago, and he hadn't been to the campus probably at least a decade. And I said to him, you need to come on back and visit, because the campus doesn't look the same maybe 10, certainly like 20 or 30 years ago. And I welcome all alums and friends to come visit the campus. It doesn't look like it did 10 years ago, with new facilities, renovation of buildings on campus as well. I like to believe that we're on the way of having one of the most beautiful campuses in the state of North Carolina. That's the goal. And so we welcome individuals to come visit the campus and learn what we do, learn about the programs that we offer that are, whether you are a typical student or an adult learner, there are opportunities for you to take classes at this institution, online or otherwise. We see ourselves as an educational, community serving institution. And that's for locally, regionally, statewide, and even nationally. And so we welcome all of those that come for homecoming, but our outreach is beyond just this community. And we're going to celebrate with Viking pride for homecoming, and we're going to have a good time.
Yeah, they say paint the town blue. That's exactly what we'll do for ECSU Homecoming 2025, November 2nd through the 9th. Again, all of the details you need about homecoming, student events, alumni events, safety measures, and so much more are available online at ecsuhomecoming.com, as well as on the official website, ecsu.edu. Chancellor, I can't let you go. I saw you, this might be your first role in a movie or a TV, I don't know what it was, Chancellor, but you did a great job. The School Days themed video that celebrated Homecoming 2025, it went viral very quickly. Shout out to Miss Maya, who does a wonderful job all the time. But tell us a little bit about your experience with that.
Wow.
And did you have a good time with that one?
Let me tell you, Maya, yourself, we have probably one of the best media groups out of any university. And so Viking Days, that video was just amazing. I understand it has gone viral, and even a shout out by people that I know that I've have met over the years in higher ed, but even outside higher ed. And I understand we even got a shout out from probably a celebrity himself. About that video. So it's really been an amazing wake-up call for getting ready for our homecoming. And so I invite everyone that have seen that video, find time if you can, come on and visit. We're open to anyone and everyone to come and enjoy our homecoming for 2025. And we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, it was great to show the honor of the legendary Spike Lee, obviously the producer, director, creator of that one. So great job. Again, all of this is available on social media. You'll be able to see it. Again, find us on social media at ECSU Vikings. Chancellor, this is usually the time where I like the camera to be placed on you. I like for you to talk to the Viking faithful, get them ready for homecoming, and give us some information on any important dates that we need to know upcoming.
Well, we have three more football games coming up. We'll be in Lincoln this Saturday, and then at Bowie State the following week, and then our homecoming is after that. So those are the key events. But I also want to encourage those that we have a couple of volleyball games coming up as well. And we're going to support them, all of those events as well. But, quite frankly, homecoming is it. And so we're getting prepared for that. And again, ensure that that's an event that is safe for everyone, including our visitors as well. So that's what the priority is, getting safe and prepared for homecoming. And as we get ready to also get ready for Thanksgiving period and then upcoming holidays. So it's always fun to be here in Viking land, and we're looking forward to a great homecoming 25. in the coming weeks.
Yeah. So family, if you missed out on any parts of today's show, you want to catch up on past episodes of ECSU Conversations with the Chancellor, just go to the WRVS Podcast Network. You can also watch it always here on the WRVS YouTube channel. Chancellor, enjoy this spooky Halloween. Thank you so much for making this happen.
Absolutely.
And I look forward to catching up with you next month.
Thank you.
Thank you, family, for joining us. We'll see you next time for Conversations with the Chancellor.